Now, good morning. Today we're going to go over the patch 25.04 for League of Legends just because I thought about doing it. I thought it was a good idea to read over the notes while, you know, just a good idea to me. Logging in for the patch notes of Act 1. I'm going to read this like I'm talking to you.
Okay,
I think that makes the most sense.
you better cut that
Nope.
out.
Nerfing best performing tank item. Unending Despair. Couldn't think of the name. Uh, Messing with tier 2 boots. Plated steel caps are getting nerfed. IE is going to be cheaper just so crit ADCs can get their build sooner. Champion side, Mel is receiving a few changes to increase her counterplay, while Elise and Diana are receiving adjustments to address their role disparities. Not really sure what that means, but we'll get to that. A bunch of other balances for a dozen champions. Um, New skin line, mythic shop rotation, and class schedule announcements. I probably won't go over that. Let's see.
No, bruh.
You're getting messages. So the honor system will be revamped. I'm just gonna go over the quick little bulletins they have here. Uh, Honor level amount of games played without penalties. Give dynamic evolution evaluation. God, I'm being retarded. Based on recent positive behavior. I I shouldn't go over the bulletins. I'm gonna put that on the screen. So basically, just give a rundown. They're changing how it works. Honors will be more present actions, not like the whole season like they were last time. Uh, and the honor system is going to be directly integrated with the chat feature and things of that nature. You'll still get a reward at Honor 5 if you keep Honor 5, obviously. So on the champions, let's start with Ashe. Q, W, and R damage is increased. The numbers will be on screen. I'm just going to go over them pretty quick. They're saying Ashe is on a weaker side, so they're looking to have her play more. That's always going to be a ban for me. Diana, her passive damage to monsters is decreased, but her Q and W damage is increased. So slower clears, but she's gonna have more damage in the game. She's gonna be more bursty. She's gonna fight for kills. Echo, his Q damage is increased. Just to help his jungle clear is what it says right here. I don't really play Echo, so I don't know. I'm not too far. I'm not too sure. Elise W form damage decrease. W for her spider form cooldown is decreased. Bonus attack speed increased, I would assume in spider form. And R spiderling damage is also increased. Increased. Um, Honestly, just buffing her because nobody's playing her. Moving some of her support one shot potential. Okay, she's getting more sustained buffs. Gangplank AD growth increased, not by much, but AD is AD. What I can't remember the guy's name, but he's pretty happy about that one probably. Hui, his passive damage decreased. QW damage decreased early, and WE damage decrease. They're just saying Hui's just really strong. It's time for him not to be. Looks like mostly percent AP differences, but The numbers will be on screen. W for Jace is going to be a W attack speed increase. That one's pretty self-explanatory. He just needs to shoot faster. Callista, W damage decreased early, so whoever she's connected to will do, less damage together. Kog'Maw, his Q damage decreased, but his AP ratio is increased. They just want more AP Kog'Maw for whatever reason. Never really liked that. I guess I don't really think that actually. It could be just to have more agency with item builds, with the items he builds. Lulu, W damage, W bonus attack speed decreased, cooldown increased, and E damage and shield strength decreased. She can afford to lose some power. They just need a nerfer. Everyone knows Lulu is disgusting. I hate this character. I hate fighting that character. Mel has multiple changes. Overall safely decreased. Safety decreased, sorry. Damage scaling increased. So, easier to kill, does more damage. She has less cast range on her Q, and her projectile speed is also lower. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this one. It's the biggest change coming. Whenever there's a cast range change, like everybody knows about that one. Nothing much to say about the other ones, but a lot of 8% AP differences. Yeah, it's like percent numbers. Nautilus, his Q damage is increased. Just base damage. It's pretty good. Less people are playing Nautilus, even though he's usually pretty strong. Scion, base armor and health regeneration increased. Not much to say about that one. I never really like fighting this guy anyways. He's just always too strong, in my opinion. I guess I haven't seen him in a while, which, that makes sense. Pretty weak. Teemo, E damage to monsters increased. They want jungle Teemo back. Manko, I think that's his name. Can't remember. Warwick has a Q mana cost increase. They want him back in the jungle. They want him. They really do want him back in the jungle. Yasuo, passive crit damage reduction removed. So more crits to him. Okay, so now onto the items. First one we got is Abyssal Mask with a 5 magic resistance decrease. I haven't seen anyone build this like at all, so I mean, I guess that's fair when I'm an ADC main. No idea. Don't know what this will actually change. Fimble Winner. Everlasting Shields. The changes are, this is roughly a 30% less shielding in average cases. I'm just going to read their notes that they have here because I don't play tank. I don't understand these numbers either. It doesn't scale. It just straight up doesn't scale. It starts at 100, stays at 100. Heartsteel, from 10% damage to 8% from consuming a stack, i.e. the big changes for the ADCs. From 3,600 gold price, it's going to 3,450. Not quite 200, but it is still a decrease. But with that decrease, there's a 5 AD decrease. Merc Treads will also be getting a 50 gold decrease. They say this is like dropping 125 gold off of a full legendary, which they just did that to IE. Even more, even like 150. Yeah, 150. Plated steel caps are getting a 2% reduction to their damage reduction. Symbiotic souls, their flat movement is going up by 5, but the evolved movement will stay unchanged. Unending despair. The note says this is a 10 to 15% nerf to the item's damage. Again, not going to read the numbers. I think they just take out the base damage that's with it. That's what it looks like. They're really doing that to tanks. Yeah, good. Good. Tanks should even get that base damage. That's ridiculous. But that's all it is for the big changes happening. Now let's go to system. Let me just like review all this because most of it is not much. Early laning trades, pro play features more aggressive laning, early laning trades. Diminishing the kill score. So long as enough kills happen, the game feels bloody and lively. This means that the first few kills are more significant than subsequent ones. The first few kills per game grant significantly more points, diminishing with each. Okay, so because these adjustments change point values significantly, we are. I should have read over this before. This is kind of just a test, though. This is the first time. I'm going to read over this next time. Basically, tower dives will grant more points for a better Otacon. The first few kills will give more points for the Otacon rather than, like 25 minutes past. Or, I think it spawns at 20. Baron's at 25. So, I would say anything past 10 minutes is just going to give less points for a better Otacon. That's just a guess, though. I'm not going to read more into this. Class schedule, not really my thing. Don't really care about that. There is an ARUF Cup, Summoner's Rift, MSI, ARAM, Worlds, and ARAM. The rewards, because there's less, the rewards are getting bumped up. You need almost half as much for all of these, but I'm going to put the numbers on the screen. ARAM, champions. Most of the changes for ARAM is Teemo will be able to place more mushrooms, do less damage. Unending Despair heals more, and Hail of Blades for melee champions will attack faster. ARUF, I love this game, man. The ranged attack speed bonus is dropped 25%. Champions changed. The nerfs are Kale, Kog'Maw, Sivir, Trishana, Twitch, and Vayne, basically by 5% in either or stat. Just remember to keep a look on that whenever you're playing. Jhin and Lee Sin are getting a little buff for whatever reason. Jhin just isn't doing enough in that game. Swift play. Death timers are reduced from 133% at max to 112% of 35 seconds. I don't know the math. It's probably like 42, maybe even less than 40. Champions, Yorick is, really powerful in swift play. AD growth is less. Maiden is nerfed. Mythic Shop, don't really. I think I'm gonna put this on screen too. I don't remember if I saved it. If I didn't, then damn. You can find it in the patch notes. It's all the way at the bottom. Then they go to bug fixes, and there was one that I read. Let me try to find it again. Something about Mordekaiser's torches in the Death Realm to not render in the correct locations. I'm not really sure what that meant, but I guess just a little visual glitch. Most of these are not, but I just thought that was funny. The torches in his Death Realm were kind of bugged, so they had to fix it. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and another 3 crown. Enjoy. Have a good 2 weeks with this patch, and have a good day.